Hello, and welcome to the All Night Gamers Podcast, episode 159. Hi, hello, hi. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us for another edition of the show. Real small week this week, especially compared to recent weeks. I guess I don't know. It's always like this after big game releases. Um,
True.
so we'll see how well we stay on track since there isn't like a long list of stuff to get through. Um, but how we doing? How was your honeymoon?
Um, so it was the the cruise, amazing. Um, Probably like some of the best Disney food I've ever had, especially
Nice.
Paulo. I'll go in more detail on it when we get to Collector's Corner. Um, Chelsea and I are already looking to book another to make up for let's go with stuff I shouldn't talk about on the podcast.
Okay. I
Alex is
can't
already aware of
I can't wait to
that,
hear
but
about this.
yeah. We're basically just looking to have a redo with no internet access. That was the mistake. We decided we needed internet access.
I was wondering, like, I thought you said you weren't gonna have internet
we
access, and
weren't
then you
we
wouldn't
weren't
stop posting in Discord. So I was like, they must have broke.
we we weren't, and then it was decided we should have it in case we needed to get up with family, and yeah, it was a mistake. We should not have internet access. Not during the honeymoon. That was a mistake. Mm.
Well, good.
I can say that the downstairs neighbors can bite me.
The what?
The downstairs neighbors, because they put in a noise complaint against us
Cameron, what were you
for
doing?
bringing. We were bringing in the luggage from the wedding at 1 a.m. and they put
Hmm.
in a noise complaint against us.
Did you guys get like someone at your door?
No,
I
they
had to go do a meeting.
they sent us an email which I saw on the honeymoon cruise, and it's like we should not have had Wi-Fi.
Hmm.
It was so fun.
Um.
But I mean, I uh enjoyed the cruise. I enjoyed uh we saw some shows. Again, I'll get it up. Oh, I should cut myself off before. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I would do it again.
Good. Glad y'all had fun.
Yeah.
Um. I wish I could say the same. Work was not fun. I worked like
Yeah, I'm dreading
I
it.
worked like a day of overtime, I think, this past week, and I worked
You
some
don't even
today.
you don't get benefit for that.
I know. Why do you think if
Yeah.
I get paid for overtime, I usually don't complain about overtime because
Mhm.
I'm all about that
At
cash.
least,
If I'm making a bag, I
yeah.
don't really care. Like I'll do it. It sucks if it gets in the way of something, but at least I'm getting paid. But yeah, this is why I hate overtime here so much. Um, can't really talk about the details, obviously, but uh, yeah, not no
Especially
bueno,
not on the show.
no bueno. Um,
No.
hopefully we get ourselves straight this week and we're all good. Um, I finally stayed at the office long enough for them to cut the lights off on Wednesday, I think. Worked like 11 hours.
Dang.
Gross.
Making that
Uh,
bag though.
I'm not.
No,
I make the same
he's not.
bag.
He doesn't get
Oh,
any bonus for working extra. I
Yeah.
also currently don't.
that's
They did
unfortunate.
not bring that back this year. And I'm
Set
like, I could have used the
salary
extra hours this
position.
year though.
Yeah, some programs that we work on support it, but you have to. There's like weird stipulations, like you have to have a good reason, and you have to work at least 5 hours over to get paid for it.
Dang.
Um,
Yeah, we
but my
do the
program's a
same
cheap
except
ass. I hope you're listening.
See, y'all gotta go to like where Bear's working because like when they call him for overtime to come in, it's an automatic 4 hours, even if he's there for 30 minutes.
Okay,
Yeah,
but the difference is
but
we're
he's
making twice as much as him.
Yeah, he's working hourly at a Bucky's, right?
No,
Yeah.
that's Kyle.
Oh,
Wait.
Barrett works
Wait.
engineering. At where does he work?
I thought you were gonna
He's
tell
told
me
me
to go
100
work at
times.
Bucky's, and I was like, what?
No. He works at an engineering company, and they engineer like the M&M tubes and stuff like that, and like pill bottles.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Okay, but we
How much engineering
realistically
goes
we're
into
still
an
making
M&M
more than
tube?
him. Probably a lot. There's a lot more than you would think.
Yeah, but like
Mhm.
they've been
I-
around. Like, do we have to re-engineer them? I thought we already engineered. Like they already exist. Are we
Whatever
upgrading
gets
the
the
M&M
bag.
tubes?
Yeah, it gets the bag.
Shh! Don't tell the CEO.
Yeah, shh.
I
We're
guess.
changing the tube, like the opening tube that gets changed. Wink, wink.
Um. Well, anyway.
Yeah.
Despite
Oh,
shitty work, I
yeah. I will say, coming back from the wedding to 2 exams and an essay was so fun.
I bet
You
it
had an
was.
exam during the wedding,
That too. I had a
or like the day after the
midterm.
wedding.
Yeah, literally. That was so fun.
We've all been there.
But I got an A on both exams. I'm hoping. I mean, there's no rubric for the essay, so we'll see how I do on that.
You're a freshman. It's really hard to screw up an essay.
Yeah, I hope so.
I watched people do it, but it was like
You gotta
it takes
try to
effort to screw
fail.
up a
Yeah.
freshman essay. Yeah. Um.
I mean, I'm in English 102 because I took 101 in high school, but even still.
That's still freshman
Mm.
English.
It's still freshman level.
Oh, okay.
Um. Anyway, on to games. So first off, Spider-Man
yeah.
2 and Mario Wonder are out now. They're both awesome. I'm not really sure. So how much have we played of those games?
Not at all.
Alex has played a ton of Spider-Man.
Okay.
I have played so like he mentioned, we played the first world of Wonder, and I played a little bit of World 2 and a little bit of the Special World. I did go back this morning and clear the World 1 Special World. Definitely did not cheat and use Yoshi as my player 2. No, definitely not. But
Okay. So I've played uh I would say like 5 hours of Spider-Man, and I'm finishing World 1 like actively tonight. So do we want to save that our thoughts on that stuff for the end of the show?
yeah,
Or
we could do that. That would give us a finishing topic, which we might need.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So Spider-Man says I've played 16 hours,
I definitely have not
Dang.
played 16 hours.
but I'm only like 60%.
Um
I know what part of my time is.
So we'll
Just
save our
look.
thoughts for the end of the show then. But they're holding steady on their Metacritic scores. Spider-Man
surprised there.
dipped to a 90 for a while, is back up to a 91. I know that makes like no damn difference on Metascore. User score of 8.7. Mario Wonder is same at 93 from last week. User score of 9.1. So Wonder's a little better on the user end, but that's, this is all within a half of a point. So both really good. Seems like everybody likes them.
Basically, going to redefine both of their series moving forward.
Yeah,
hope
and
at
also
least.
2 really late Game of the Year contenders right before the cutoff. So, yeah, if you were hesitant, buy one of them. You're not really going to be upset with either one. And yeah, so we'll come and revisit that later in the show. Insomniac Games put out a message saying that the disc contains the entirety of Spider-Man 2 and is playable from start to finish with no patch or online requirement. I did see them tweet also that they highly recommend the day one patch for obvious performance reasons, but you don't need it. So it is cool that it is technically playable just with the disc.
Yeah.
Let's see. Apparently, the director teases a potential Venom spinoff, saying, "quote We're going to listen to fans." So, I mean, yeah, Insomniac has really got a hold of something very powerful here with this whole Marvel video game shtick.
And they
Cannot
really
wait
know what
for
they're
Wolverine.
doing with it.
I'm super excited now. I was already
I mean,
interested.
Insomniac.
You go ahead.
Insomniac is Sony's most efficient and consistent studio. I want to say since Spider-Man, we've gotten its DLC, Ratchet and Clank, or Miles Morales, then Ratchet and Clank, and now Spider-Man 2, and they're working on Wolverine. Spider-Man 2 might get DLC.
Yeah, they're definitely
Already? Oh
up
well.
there.
Yeah.
When is the projected launch date of Wolverine? Do they even have one?
Next year.
Sometime next year. Okay, I'm good with that. But anyway, well, screw Wolverine. We'll talk about Spider-Man for now. Speaking of another game that came out, I didn't think this was real actually. So there's another game that came out last week called Skull Island: Rise of Kong. And I think
It's bad.
um so it's from this developer Game Mill Entertainment, who makes Nickelodeon Kart Racers and a couple other Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, Cruisin' Blast, stuff like that. A lot of licensed games. And it is hot trash. You should definitely Google it with the word Reddit in there, or just look it up on YouTube, because there's a cutscene that you can't really believe is real. But yeah, we might have the worst game of 2020. Have we had any other releases like this year?
Yeah, there was something truly bad. Golem came out this year.
Oh yeah, yeah. But like, I don't know. Golem was at least like,
memeable.
yeah. This is just like not finished. Golem just sucks.
Fetch quest.
Yeah.
And when you're done with that, fetch quest.
So Rise of Kong got a 30 from IGN. That's the only critic review there is. So it doesn't even have a Metascore. The user score is 3.7. It's ugly, full of bugs, and just boring.
That sounds believable.
Dude, the only reason that the user score is as high as it is because people are trolling on Metacritic. There's one person that gave it a 10 and just said big monkey.
Big monkey. Oh no.
Wait, is this the cutscene you were talking about? Hold on.
Yes. Yes, it is. That's how easy it is to find. This review says, after losing $60 on Steam with the overrated garbage called Baldur's Gate 3, I was already losing hope in the gaming industry and humanity as well, until Skull Island: Rise of Kong came out and showed me that there are still creative people out there. This is great. Yeah, there's 4 10s that are all trolls, and then the highest score that is real is a 3. I like this big monkey review. That's funny.
Big monkey.
Yeah. So don't buy Skull Island. Buy Spider-Man.
Wait, I found out why it's not rated a 1 out of 10 by IGN. It's because they're of how their rating system works. So the a 1 for them is unbearable. The silver lining of these dark clouds is that they're so often so poorly made that they crap out after a certain point if they ever worked at all. So we are spared from any permanent effects that playing a game this terrible might have on our brains. We don't always take the time to write reviews of these games that are obviously bad, but they're out there.
Hmm.
But they're out there.
There was a lot
So
of
it's more like
controversy around this game too, because they like other people that worked at the developer said that like I think they had less than a year to finish it, and the development team was like less than 20 people. So
And
like even at its lowest point in development, the higher up that said go looked at it and was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's just I gave you it like I I don't understand. Like if you were upset with the developer, why would you wait? Why would you make them put out a game that is trash so that you have a reason to fire them instead of just firing them? You own the company.
because contractually you can't just fire them. That's probably what it is. You have to
Yeah,
do something, fire a bull, so that you can, fire them.
not program
Look,
at the speed of sound.
otherwise you're gonna have a lawsuit on your hand, and nobody wants to deal with a lawsuit for firing people.
Probably not.
Just look at Twitter.
Yeah, it's horrible. So, oh well. Why would you put it out? Just don't. Just don't put it out.
Do it a tax write-off like DC did with Batgirl.
Yeah. So moving on, Doug Bowser was interviewed recently, and of course they asked him about the Switch 2 because every time they interview somebody from Nintendo, that's what they ask about. And he didn't have anything to say about the Switch 2. Shocker, because Doug Bowser isn't going to be the guy that announces it, but
right?
he
Or
did.
he will, but when Nintendo feels like they should.
He's not going to be the first person to announce the Switch 2. There's no way.
I wouldn't think
Doug Bowser
I feel
doesn't
like they
do
would do it
shit,
with
dude. He cheers for Utah
no.
football and just talks about how good games are, and that's like about it. Doug Bowser literally doesn't do anything. Like I'm sure he does a lot of stuff like actually at work, but like as a PR guy, he doesn't do nothing.
Yeah, no.
Not
I think
compared to Reggie.
it's gonna be a Nintendo Japan announcement. I feel like.
Oh, for sure. Another rooftop party.
It might just be like a video on YouTube.
Which it was last time.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, isn't that the Switch? Yeah.
And they might have Doug Bowser on Jimmy Fallon or whatever, like they did with the Switch, which was really weird. I feel like we didn't talk about that enough. That was weird.
That was
weird.
I
weird.
hope they don't do that, but they might.
There's a chance.
I kind of hope they do it. It's the weird kind of gaming I like.
Doug Bowser on Ellen.
Oh,
Yeah.
The one thing worse than nighttime talk show television is daytime talk
daytime
show
talk show.
television.
Yeah, exactly. No. They're gonna take him to Judge Judy.
Now that I would watch because
that'd
she
be
would
fun,
roast that thing
actually.
alive. She was like, "How do you turn this on? What is this?"
Are they still doing Judge Judy?
I think so.
Yeah.
Probably.
What else are they
I
gonna put
think
on
so as
daytime
well.
television?
Yeah, Cameron.
More NCIS.
Daytime talk shows.
You can't rerun daytime talk shows, but you can rerun Judge Judy.
Yeah.
This is why
And
there's so many cop
NCIS.
shows now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Doug
Hard.
Bowser was interviewed and they asked him about the Switch 2 and he was like, "Well, I can't comment, or actually I won't comment." That's a quote. So it's kind of like Doug was like, I'm going to try to hold up this facade that I don't know what you're talking about, but come on, we already know it. We all
Wait,
know.
there's a Switch 2?
Yeah.
Huh.
Um
Weird.
But he did comment about how that this is a big reason that they made the new Nintendo account, and that like they're planning on using that if and when quote they transition to the next platform. And like obviously they're gonna make a new one because like what, the Switch is not gonna be around in 2040. But
Yeah.
so it's
Switch 3, baby.
backdoor confirmation that the Switch 2 is gonna have the same Nintendo account, which I'm pretty sure everybody already assumed anyway.
We already knew that though. Like they
No, a lot of people assume Nintendo was lying about that part, so they want to keep it.
I
what
mean,
good
because
does
this
that
is the
do?
first. This is the first time. Every time that Nintendo's had an account system before, it's been scrapped. So it is nice to get confirmation. But really, a lot of people are making a whole bunch of hubbub about this for interview, and it doesn't. There's nothing here. It's a big bowl of
It's not
nothing.
really here.
Hear
Yeah,
me out.
Every interview of
It's
Doug
it's
Bowser
stuff
is a
we've
big
heard.
bowl of nothing.
Always.
He's really good at his job of nothing, of pretending they don't know what you're talking about.
Hear me out. They announced the Switch 2 on Miiverse 2.
How did so
Yeah, Cooper would be
Miiverse 2
happy
is
if
going
they
to come
brought
out
back.
before they announce the Switch 2, is what you're saying.
Cooper
Go
would be happy if
read.
they brought back Miiverse.
Yeah, I'd be happy with that.
Look, they have to somehow deal with the collapse of Twitter.
Yeah.
So
Please?
I don't know. I think in the long run, in hindsight, probably is best that Miiverse shut down because Nintendo ran since social media sounds horrible. Either because it's
It-
going to be super boring and bare bones, or because it's going to be full of Nintendo people.
horny freaks.
Yeah, but you can't.
We said the
Yeah,
same thing.
all the posts, which is what Cooper misses.
Dude.
Cooper maxed out his Yaz.
That's true. He did do that.
Yeah.
It's
And then
it's kind of like Disney run MMOs, right? Like eventually they just don't want to pay people to moderate these systems.
Mhm.
So it's like, okay, well, you know how we do that? Shut it down. Especially when you can't monetize it.
Oh, is that why they shut down Club Penguin?
I'm not actually sure why they shut down Club Penguin.
I feel like it was
'Cause-
making money.
it's
'cause
because
of
when
the
they changed it,
subscriptions.
it's because when they changed it to the new app thingy, it failed.
Oh. Oh yeah, Club
That's
Penguin
that's why
Island? Something like that.
Club Island, whatever.
Whatever, yeah.
No, that's why that failed. Because they wanted to monetize it better, and instead it backfired.
Well, it was,
Probably
everything was a
like some-
paywall.
Exactly.
I remember that, yeah, because like breathing was a paywall. I remember that, yeah, yeah.
It's a paywall. Buy your air.
Dude, O'Hare Air from the Lorax.
Yeah.
I had to think of the name.
So anyway, yeah, this interview is a whole bunch of nothing.
Nothing.
Um,
As always.
but also I think like the talk about the Nintendo account transitioning over is like, well, does that mean my games are going to come with me that I bought?
That's the actual.
That's the question. Yeah.
That's the only part
I
I
mean,
care about. It doesn't matter
if
the
it
account
actually
transfers
is called
if I don't get to
Switch,
keep it.
Yeah.
if it is actually called Switch 2, there's no way it doesn't bring over the games from the first
This
one.
is Nintendo we're
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
it'd be some Nintendo ass
Uh,
shit to
this-
make the Switch 2 and then just say, you know what, buy the game again, buy Mario 1 again.
I could see them pulling the 3DS and the 3DS XL where it doesn't work on Switch, but does. Has
No,
backwards
because
compatibility, but
yeah, that's what they'll do. They've done backwards compatibility as much as they can.
yeah, they're normally pretty good about that.
Yeah, but this is Nintendo. I can't count on them to do something that they've done since their inception, because of course Nintendo would be the company to stop doing something that they've always done.
Yeah, but I mean,
Maybe
it's
this is just
gone.
yeah, Nintendo's mentally abused me enough to where I just can't trust anything.
Trust them.
I mean,
It's like this is what they normally do. Right. I don't
That's my
trust them.
point. But yeah, so
They also had free online.
yeah.
Although they've made big off of us for that.
Oops.
yeah, I don't know, but I mean, the Wii had GameCube backwards, and then the Wii U had Wii backwards, and then I mean, we got to the Switch. That we went over to I don't even know what they're called, SD cards. So,
It's proprietary.
but I feel like
Mhm.
even 3DS had 3DS XL. So I
The
feel like they.
3DS was backwards compatible with the 3DS XL.
I wish no, but I feel like they'll if it's Switch 2, like an actual Switch 2, it'll have backwards
It has, yeah.
compatibility.
You can't call it the Switch 2 and not.
Yeah.
So if you want to
No,
read
for
a,
sure.
if you want to heap and helping to nothing, you can go read that interview with Doug Bowser because there really is a whole bunch of nothing. The original Nintendo Switch reveal video was removed from Nintendo's YouTube channel. Speaking of the announcement for that, I wonder why.
Most likely it has to do with the copyright of the song.
What
Like
song?
that's uh Believer by Imagine Dragon, right?
Maybe I don't know. It's been so long. Uh,
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Um,
well,
but yeah, no, I mean we'll see, I guess.
I mean,
If
just
that's
Google it.
something, right?
Yeah.
Like that they're not gonna say why they closed it, but there's because I saw people arguing it, right? It's like they did this, it's like if we had had the Wii when the Wii U came out, they probably would have done this. It's like we have not had YouTube as a big major platform for enough console cycles to see whether or not this is actually a you know consistent factor or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Might be, but
We'll see, I guess.
I want to believe it.
So Phil Spencer apparently is open to breaking the seal on some forgotten games. Quote, if teams want to go back and revisit some games, I'm going to be all in. This is Phil Spencer
of
interviews
garbage.
are about as nothing as Doug Bowser interviews. It's just like Doug Bowser doesn't say anything. Phil Spencer is always like, "Yeah, I'm down." And that it just dies there. Like and I guess it's better to be like that, to be like I'm always open to things, but that doesn't say any more than Doug Bowser being like I can't comment. Because him being down doesn't mean a thing.
No, unless they start actually developing something.
No,
Yeah.
his being down is if they want to, sure, but then like take like Rare, they don't want to.
Sea of Thieves
Mhm.
5.
Because they're brainwashed, so it means nothing. Yeah, like he's like if they want to, sure, and that means they're not going to because I have microchips in their brains, and we're gonna keep making Sea of Thieves.
I kind of like the. If I had to pick one, I would rather just the pure nothing than it feel like something, but it's actually nothing.
We want to make it feel like something so that we're Microsoft.
Yeah,
I've
after Bayonetta 3's development cycle, I like the
Don't trust.
nothing.
Yeah, I'd rather have nothing.
I would rather have.
Um, Xbox will take a quote respectful approach to revisiting the amazing trove of Activision Blizzard franchises. I imagine
So
their
Call of Duty.
respectful approach. That is, I don't know. I could see this as a meme where that's the caption and the video is like the FBI breaking into that house clip.
FBI, open up.
Yeah, because I can't imagine it be. What does that mean? This is all a bunch of nothing, dude. This week is all just a bunch of nothing.
No, I mean, what are you gonna do? Two of the biggest games of the year just released.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we forgot. I sent the meme and it's not even listed. So while Nintendo released Super Mario Wonder and Sony released Spider-Man 2, Microsoft paid to have their logo put on the giant ball.
Oh yeah. It wasn't in the podcast channels. That's why.
It was
I'm
Xbox
so glad I
advertisement on
remembered
Las
though.
Vegas Megasphere for TwitchCon. So it actually was for an event. It was for TwitchCon. The thing is, who cares? Two of the biggest games of the year just dropped.
Mhm.
Yeah. I got. That's just so sad. Like, I wish they had something. Like, even if it wasn't much, they had something. But there's nothing besides the logo on the sphere now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. I have a soundboard. Xbox logo. There you go. I remember to use that sometimes.
Occasionally.
Starfield's lead quest designer Will Shin leaves Bethesda to join other RPG veterans making a new open world game. Cool. Where did Starfield end up on Metacritic? How did that pan out?
Great question.
Good, but
83. 6.7 user score.
Oof.
yeah, the users aren't really happy.
Mm.
There's multiple reviews that are in Spanish.
So
But
it was not heavily
okay,
reviewed.
I get that it's Spanish. I can't read Spanish. Let's be very clear. But numbers are still numbers, even in Spanish. Like 9 is like you pronounce it differently, but 9 is 9. Are we on the same page? This review's a 10, and there's 9/10, which so I assume 9 out of 10 is in the text of the 10 out of 10 review. Is 9 10? Maybe, I don't know. Well, cool.
Interesting.
I guess. I don't know. This always happens. Whenever companies get bought, people leave and try to go make a new studio. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, so with that, on to Collector's Corner, the weekly segment where we go around, talk about what games have been playing, what games have been buying, all that good stuff, collector adventures and whatnot. So I'll go first this week. I sold things. I purged things. I didn't purge much, but I purged. So Jewel like insists that she's going to play this Series X Xbox, which I've been very clear. There's no way, but whatever. She wants it, so I'm just gonna let her have it. Um, and so I like gave her all the games and was like, go through these. Like, which ones do you want? I'm gonna sell the ones you don't want. And it was painful because she picked out all the games that I thought were like the best games I had in that collection, like Resident Evil and like the Dark Pictures anthology and a couple other things. At least she kept Forza. Um, but yeah, so she did that, and she picked the controller she wanted. So I sold an Xbox controller and like 10 or like 8 Xbox games and a PS5 DualSense controller because I had 2 white ones. And I tried to do the Best Buy drop thing for the plates, and that didn't work out. I gave up on that, and then I tried to get on Friday for the DualSense controller. I did get that, and I was like, okay, so I bought it, and now I have to do what I said I was gonna do and get rid of a DualSense, and I had 2 white ones, so I sold one of those. Within like 2 hours on Facebook Marketplace. It was pretty nice.
Nice.
I posted the PS3 games that I want to get rid of because I've already replaced them on Xbox. And one guy messaged me and was like, which ones are still available? I was like, all of them, because it was like 5 minutes after I posted it, and then he was like, where are you
Yeah.
located? So I gave him like a nearby. I was like, I'm near this, and he was like,
Yeah.
okay, and that's been it. There was no like, oh cool, you like I can meet you there. Something like they're just okay.
He's just like,
thumbs up.
number 3.
Yeah.
Number 3. I'm gonna go steal me some PlayStation games.
And then I got one other message that was like, do you have any games you want that you would trade these for? And I was like, dude, this is 6 PlayStation 3 games.
No.
And only 2 of them have the manual. Like the games I want, I couldn't think of one game that is a fair trade for these PS3 games that I want right now. Because like the things that I want that are on my mind right now are all very expensive. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at in the collecting thing game is like the shit I want's expensive. So
Yeah.
unless you're willing to trade a complete copy of Pokemon White 2 for these 6 PlayStation 3 games, which I don't think you have or are willing to do, then
Or you're the dumbest man alive.
yeah.
Look, that guys, we're going about collecting things wrong. We have to find these garage sales with the parents selling a pile of amiibo for $2.
You know, literally on the way home from selling
I look for those garage sales. I can't find them.
yeah,
we live in Orlando. We're
on
not
the
gonna
way
find
home
'em.
from selling the DualSense, I saw a sign for one that was that day, so I was like, yeah, you know what, screw it. I got nothing going on. Went and it was dude, it was so bad. It was a bunch of kids' toys and a broken piece of furniture. That was the highlight.
That was the highlight.
That was a highlight. Was a piece of furniture with the top with just the top missing, and it was like a side table dresser sort of thing. So like, what's the point if I can't set things on it? Like that's the point. Yeah, it was awesome. There was a photocopier. That was like a parallel. They used a parallel port. And some cups and shit. And like a bunch of other miscellaneous crap, but it was all crap. Broken furniture and crap. So I'm very
That's the
disappointed.
sad
Every
part
time I
that
go
you
to one,
really
it's always
only-
like that, and it's never like I want.
It's
I
never
wanna
the good
find,
stuff.
Yeah, because
where can I find
people
Chrono
will
Trigger?
post their good stuff on eBay or Amazon now.
Yeah. Especially Amazon.
But anyway,
And then
so
they'll be like, "Let me sell all the random stuff here."
I
Either that or they want the eBay prices in their yard.
facts.
Yeah.
So I did get the Spider-Man DualSense on the drop. I'm excited for that. It's I pick it up on Wednesday.
Nice.
And that's what I'm playing on right now.
I've been using my purple one. Because I haven't used that one in a while. Anyway, so obviously Spider-Man and Mario, we'll talk about that later. I did the Best Buy pre-order, so I got the art print that came with it. Although I did see the offer at Target for the Shadow Box, and that kind of looked cool. So yeah, but obviously got those. That's like all I've been
Did
playing.
not see the shadows. I will say.
It was on the weekly ad when Wario tweeted. I think Wario tweeted it out.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure. I think you might have had to like buy it in store or something. And didn't fool with it because I was like, I don't really care. I've already got it pre-ordered anyway.
So it's Target. I don't trust that they're going to actually give me the item.
Facts.
The shadow box thing is foam, which is pretty cool though.
So yeah, and obviously that's all I've been playing is both of those games in between working and cleaning up the house and watching Auburn football continue to be inept. It was better than last week, but that is not really saying anything. Basketball season starts in like 2 weeks, so I think November 7th. Yeah, just over 2 weeks. Thank God. All right, Cooper, what you got?
All right, so you know me, I've been playing Minecraft. Oh, I grinded out the Brawlhalla Battle Pass. I'm finally done with it.
Do you feel Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Do
I'm
you
gonna take another. Do I feel what, sir?
do you feel like it was worth it?
It's cool, and I like the skin color, like because there's like colors for the characters with it as well. Like every character, those are cool. Like that was kind of worth it. But like my time wise, no, not really. But I mean the last one I grinded out, I took a 2 year break, so it's time to take another 2 year break.
Like me in Stardew Valley.
Real. Because literally, like, the only reason I played Brawlhalla is because Grady, my boy Grady, was like, "Hey, you want to play some Brawlhalla?" I was like, "Sure." And I saw the battle pass, and I was like, "You know what?" And I was already by the time we like got done with like just one night, I was already like level 25. I was like, "Okay, this shouldn't be too hard." Ah, and
So one
then
night
I
to get to
put
level 25, how long did it take you?
I think, oh man, hang on, let me see my Steam hours. Trying to a lot for sure. Probably like 50-ish.
Dang,
Cause my
bro. I don't even
yeah,
play most games that long.
cause my hours in Brawlhalla is now 250.
Jeez.
Yeah, but that's also from years of also playing it. But mm, I don't know, it's cool. I probably won't do any of the others
All right.
unless I yeah. I also played my rhythm game at Cameron's. Oh wait, no. We already talked about the wedding, didn't we?
We did talk about the wedding. Yeah, we had a
Oh, that's
podcast
crazy.
last week.
That's wild.
Isn't that crazy that it's already been a week since the last show?
Dude, I'm so out of it.
Me
If it
too.
if it wasn't for the fact that I worked so much this week, then I know because normally I'm uh like already ready for the next show, but this one I was like it felt like it took forever to get to the next show because every day was such a drag because I was working all damn day.
Yeah. Pain.
Feel that.
Um,
I
cool.
mean, like, no, literally, like, going to work today and, like, hell, yesterday, dude. Who the hell needs 1,000 chicken fingers? One
Me.
order of 1,000.
I mean,
I get people.
I'm gonna assume it was not a singular
One
person.
person.
I get people tailgating stuff, and I imagine that's what it was for. But like,
Guess who
Yeah.
was
What else?
there?
A
What else
day
would it be
early.
for, dude?
A wedding.
myself.
Uh, yeah. I mean,
But
bro, it's Auburn football
It was already
tailgating. I
off.
mean, like, what, 20 people? So that's like 5 fingers for 20 people. And they're all wasted,
That'd
so you
be
know that number
50.
is
50.
way higher
That'd
than
be
5 fingers a person. If I was wasted at a tailgate,
but if
I'd
it's
eat like
1,000,
11.
He said
if it's
1,000.
1,000,
yeah,
then
Oh
that's
no, that's what.
50 fingers a person.
So
yeah, it's a lot.
yeah, but that's like 20 people is a small tailgate at Auburn. Like, I mean,
True.
Oh, you know what?
True.
It was probably
Alex
a
came.
fraternity or something.
Yeah, like Alex and I
Oh
walked
yeah.
through tailgates to go to a game a couple years ago, and like there's just like tents and
Food.
tents that are the size of car lots.
Yeah.
Especially up close to the stadium where you have to like you rent out the space, and God knows how much money you pay for that.
The- Yeah, me and Barrett, like we had dinner with Barrett, mom, dad, Haley, and I. And the game it was on at the Mexican restaurant, and it was like 14-14, and we're like, oh, dude, Barrett's never been to a roll of the trees.
And he still hasn't.
And yeah, and he still.
Yeah.
I remember after at like the end of the game when there was like 30 seconds left, and we didn't get the onside kick or whatever. They showed the live camera feed of Tumors, and they're like, the fans definitely won't be rolling Tumors tonight. And I was like, thanks. Yeah, they definitely won't. Thanks for bringing that up, ass.
Ass.
Yeah,
Why
that's.
would you do this
But
to
we've
me?
besides
So-
Alabama, we've played the toughest part of our schedule. Now we play. Now it's a bunch of sickos games. We play Mississippi State, who's ass. We play Arkansas, who is literally just us. Like it's another Auburn. And then we play Vanderbilt, who is better than they put up more points on Georgia than we did. And then we've got our cupcake game, and then Alabama. So we'll see about that.
The
And
cupcake
we'll
game right
lose
before
all
Bama's
of them.
point.
We have 5 games. We need to win 3, and we can get to a bowl game, which we didn't do last year. If we can get to a bowl game, whatever. Even though we're gonna have a statistically
better
worse
than-
offense than last year. I watched the post game with Hugh with the coach, and
Wasn't our running yards like 7?
no, it was our passing yards. I think our passing leader before like 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, where we were just like scramble drill, was 1 catch for 9 yards.
Oh my lord.
Yeah. One of the guys asked the coach after the game. He was like, "Hey, so you're not only on pace, we're almost certainly gonna have a worse offense than last year." And our coach got fired halfway through the season. So like, how does that make you feel? And I thought Hugh was just gonna fucking get out of the seat and go over there and punch him in the face. Like, I know. You don't have to bring that up in front of the cameras. Thanks.
Don't
Anyway,
remind them.
yeah. Anyway, Cameron, you go ahead.
All right, so obviously I've been playing Mario Wonder. I played Splatoon a little bit. I think technically I don't have to play anymore this season, because I have all of the gear, but there's some special collectibles for the locker, which I think is why nobody was like, "Oh yeah, I have to get that stuff." So I don't know. I'm gonna keep doing it so I can be mindless. But obviously, I went on the Disney cruise, on the Disney Wish, and I played. Oh, what is it called? What is it called? What is it called? Uncharted Adventure on the Disney Wish. I straight up told Chelsea while you're playing one of the, because it's on like various frames throughout the boat, right? Like you either have to scan it or scan like a random picture, because we had to do that for one of the Tiana levels. I was like, I didn't know we were going to play everybody 1-2 switch on the boats. It was not.
Yeah, I did
like,
think
the
that was funny
best.
that one of their entertainers is just a switch.
So yeah, and not even like all the Smash stuff. It doesn't even have piranha plants.
Well,
Who
yeah, the
needs
person that
plant
set it up
gang?
didn't know that. They don't know that the game they bought has. They probably don't know what DLC means. They're just
There's
like
50-50 chance
it's
on that. Yeah.
extremely. They're like like everybody wants to spend all this money to entertain these kids, but I can spend less than $400 and
And entertain
boom,
them.
Switch plus Smash, easy.
I mean, well,
Oh,
it would
yeah.
have been more than 400 because that screen could not have been cheap. Well, it's Disney. They probably got a deal on it.
I'm sure they already had the TV.
There's also a chance of that.
Yeah, I'm not
Um,
considering the TV in the cost.
Not considering the TV in this. But yeah, that was in the Vibe, which was like the young teens lounge. I don't. Too young for me. I went in there during an open house. I got this little luggage tag. It is paper. It is, very easy to rip.
So yeah, it's slow. It's eventually gonna break.
It is eventually going to break.
You need to put it in something, or
Like-
else it's gonna
It's like a frame.
Oh,
or
it's
something.
absolutely gonna
protective
break.
sleeve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got this pin from the Wish.
Was that
Nice.
free or did you have to pay?
No, I had to pay for it. Take a guess at how much this
Sure.
cost.
Was it free? It's a Disney thing.
Was it free?
Nothing is
I mean,
free.
it's free if you go fast enough. I mean,
On a boat.
start swimming.
Me showing the cashier my 100% off coupon.
Take a guess at how much this costs.
$18.
20.
Grant was closer.
Ha.
$12.99.
Oh wow, I'm impressed.
This thing is ginormous.
That's cheaper than
And it was
honestly.
$12.99. And
That's-
Chelsea got a discount.
That's good.
Before the cruise, we also made sure to buy this 20th anniversary pin for Pop. Since Chelsea worked there on her college program.
Oh
so-
yeah.
On Castaway Key, the Disney's private island, we did the 5K. Specifically, we walked the 5K.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how
we
was
did
that?
No. Never again.
Oh yeah.
Never again. Everyone else cheated, and Chelsea was like, "Well, let's do it legit." I was like,
I kind of want to cheat.
Yeah.
Everyone else cheated. Dude, straight up. When I like the reason I even noticed that they sewed the medals, right? I was walking down a path because I was like, I wonder what's this way, and I saw a mom and her kid walk up the path. There was like a little circle you could, to keep control of the traffic, and they went right. The mom looked, beyond. The kid looked back. I was the only person there, and they turned around and went. And so I kind of followed them, right? Because I was like, "What are?" Because I noticed the sign for the 5K, and they went and claimed medals. It could not have been more than like 1,000 feet from the cast members with the medals. I'm like, why not just tell them you did it at that point? Why even put on the show? You're gonna say that you ran or walked a 5K in 2 minutes? Like, seriously?
Badass.
Yeah.
Chelsea would not let me do that.
Y'all should have ran
So, yeah,
it
we
and got runner's high. Otherwise known as exhaustion.
Yeah, no, not doing that.
It's kind of fun. I felt it once. I thought I was dying, but I was actually. But
I
mostly-
thought I was dying.
I didn't feel like I was dying because my body was giving out. I literally felt high and I didn't take anything, and I was like, Is this dying? Like, is that what dying feels like? When because they always talk about the endorphin rush. Like, it feels great when you die for a second. So I started feeling like really
sounds
high,
terrible.
and I did not have anything. I just ran longer than I should have.
Absolutely terrible.
And then I got home and I was like, so that's
Yeah,
what runner's high is. You exhaust
it took
yourself
us-
to the point of delirium.
It took us an hour and 13 minutes because I was timing us.
Okay,
I
that's
was like,
good.
Well, hey, at least
know,
you
for-
didn't cheat.
Yeah.
at least we
no.
didn't cheat. We did it legitimately. We earned these medals. I never had to do it again.
Yeah, no.
Now he can cheat.
No. But yeah, we bought this on the island. It's a Olaf sipper. His head comes off.
Fun to look at, a bitch to drink.
Always. And they had a slushy in here.
Oh, great.
So a bitch to clean out too.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I got this cup and this straw, 2 separate purchases. Or 2 separate items in the same transaction, but it's like a cup for the 25th anniversary of the cruise line.
And they couldn't be bothered to
that's
give you the
cool.
straw with it?
They were like, for an extra like it was exactly like this where the straw was in the cup. So I was like, oh, those come together. He's like, for an extra $5, you can have this straw with this keychain.
Oh
I'm like,
my god.
$5?
but
$5 is
I'm
crazy.
like, but I wanted the straw with the keychain.
But you don't
Wait,
understand.
You don't. I would have bought the straw by itself if I'd known that.
Yeah. Whatchamacallit? So
What?
wait, 2 transactions. So you went in, bought the
No,
cup, walked out,
no.
walked
Same,
back
same
in.
transaction.
Oh,
Same
oh.
transaction, but they're like, you can buy
the
this for $5.
straw
I'm
was
like,
not included.
The straw was separate.
You know what? I'm going back to killing the turtles.
You could. Dang.
Yeah. Chelsea got this little keychain on the island. And she got some Disney Cruise Line ears. Got this shirt with all the various like shops and food places on the island,
That's cool.
and they didn't give me a discount because obviously it's
You're
a
not
different
cast
country.
member. Oh,
No, it's a different country, so they didn't give me a discount. They're like, no, we get our money. I could get the
Dude, the
40%
amount I
off
can't
on the
believe
boat.
how many moments in this story have been Disney's cheapskate.
yeah.
Disney is a cheap state. I do like this shirt though. I bought this on the boat. Um,
Oh, is it
it's
like
the
a diver?
schematics. Yeah, it's like the
Oh.
schematics of the boat.
That's interesting.
Dude, post
Yeah,
it on what is it called? Warhammer?
Warhammer. Hey, Jesus. I mean, it's not that detailed.
Oh,
No, not Warhammer, War Thunder. You're thinking about War
War
Thunder.
Thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got like it's just cool. I really like this design.
That's cool though. Yeah, it looks sick.
Yeah. We also got this bag because Chelsea had been on a cruise before, so she got it for being a Castaway Club member, which is their loyalty program for going on more than one cruise with them.
You
So
spent a lot
I'm
of
now
money.
in the Castaway Club.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Thank you
how
for
much
spending
money
Yeah,
you
more
thank you
gotta
for
how much
spending-
money you gotta have to go on multiple Disney cruises, bro?
That's what I'm saying. Hey,
Dude,
for going on.
no, you don't understand. We got to the island and they're doing this thing with Castaway Club members who have been on more than 50 cruises.
Oh.
They're calling it pearl level. They're calling it so they're for one if you've been on one cruise, you're a silver Castaway Club member. 5 cruises is gold, 10 is platinum, 50 is pearl. If you as of right now, if you do 50 Disney cruises, you get your name and when you started cruising with Disney, put on the island. Like on a board on the island.
That is insane.
This sounds like a pyramid
50.
scheme.
Everything's a pyramid
It is a
scheme if you
pyramid
really think
scheme.
about it.
It is. You're right. Hit the nail on the head.
Like 50 cruises.
That's
50
insane.
cruises. That is so
50
much
cruises
money.
Hey.
and you get your name on the island. I'm like,
That's like
what's that kind of money?
That's like naming
Someone-
the star things.
No, because at least you can see your name on the island. Because it's right as
Oh.
you get off the boat.
They write
But,
it in the
like,
sand.
No, they
Oh.
Yeah,
they
they write it in the
do-
sand.
That would be funnier. Like, imagine you're just on like deck 11 and you're looking at the island and you look down at the beach and it's like, oh, that's my name, before everyone just runs over it.
So,
We
so
also
for
got this reusable bag.
cute.
The
So wait,
reusable bags are very cheap. What's that?
so doing 2 or more cruises, you get a little novelty bag.
Novelty bag and
He
add it.
disappeared. One hell of a magic trick.
They also give like little lanyards, depending on what level of Castaway member you are. So somewhere around here,
Oh,
Chelsea
so-
and I have, or Chelsea has a silver level name tag holder thingy.
So if they're
I
wearing
don't know where it
pearl,
is.
you show them the 100% off coupon.
No, not like that. They're not gonna give you a discount. They
Oh, they
should. They
will.
will not.
That's the whole point of the 100% off coupon.
Karen wasn't listening to that part.
But yeah, is that?
Was at least fun. Was at least fun.
Oh, it was fun. We did a lot of Disney trivia. We kept getting beat out by people that knew the answers, like all the answers.
You know, funny enough,
So
that's how
then-
trivia works.
That
Yeah,
is how
that's crazy.
we kept getting like second.
Yeah, one of those
But we
damn Pearl
got-
members wouldn't stop playing.
uh, we did one on the last full day of the cruise. It was Disney Music Trivia, which we'd already done that week, and we got all the same questions. So it was like, okay, so we made it to the top 3, and nobody wanted to share in the glory of just winning, so we lost because their tiebreaker question was, how tall is the tree of life? Chelsea did
I
not know
guess
how tall.
close.
You did guess close. I already told Alex that story. Chelsea did not know how tall the tree of life was.
The one in Animal Kingdom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As big as these nuts in your mouth.
Hey, got him!
Got him.
Cooper wins.
Let's go.
Oh, I was wrong. Pearl members are 25 or more sailings, but 50 or more sailings gets your name on the island. I just posted it in the chat.
Oh, good.
Oh,
I'll
it's
look
a
into
cheap
that. I'll,
little wooden
I'll
board?
consider scheduling 50
I'll consider doing
sailings.
50 sailings.
It's like a 5x7 wooden plank.
Sick.
Yeah.
What the? Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, did you post the plank?
I posted their artist rendition of it.
Yeah, concept art. Yeah.
Like it's cool.
You
but,
had to
like,
share.
Look at all these people that have way more money
Wait.
and way more time than you do.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you only been on 3
If I've been on-
sailings? You should kill yourself.
If I've been on 50 cruises, I better not share my plank with other people.
Yeah, if I'm rich enough, like, I just don't say, like, if I'm rich enough, why am I fooling with Disney cruises?
Yeah.
I
Why not do
could
my
go
own
buy a cruise ship.
Yeah.
Because then you have to do all the work that cruise would be required.
Okay, but like,
Yeah, I
how
could do
are
like
you-
ultra
what- like,
luxury
what job are
cruising
you
with
doing?
no
But
kids.
I can literally pay people to like set it up for me.
like
If I'm,
what
like-
job are you doing that you're able to just go like multiple times every single year? Because the cruise line is only 25 years old, so you've had at least 2 cruises a year in order to get this, and that's if you started year 1.
Yeah, insane.
That's wild.
Absolutely
wish.
insane.
I would love to have that kind of money.
Me too.
Oh.
Are you about to go to a second cruise within a year?
We are heavily debating it. Yes. Hey, look,
Cameron's falling
I
for
was
the pyramid
responsible. I paid
scheme.
off a student loan.
I'm gonna
Or
get back
jumping
into
in a
debt. Let's go.
pool.
Open a credit card,
Yeah,
go on a
yeah.
cruise.
Yes, sir.
I played responsible. Now I got to play party again.
They're on to you, Cameron. And they're 100%
I don't have any
right.
debt. What am I, a square?
No.
Yeah.
I still have plenty of student loan debt.
Yeah,
Even
no,
worse.
I told Bear about that, like how you got 1,000 for jumping in the pool. It's like, man, I'd suck toes for 1,000.
Bro, I
I'd
got
do
it
that
for
for
jumping in a
free.
pool. Alex said he would jump in the pool for free. And I'm like, I got paid. I got paid good to jump in the pool.
I didn't say, did I?
Yeah.
Really? I mean, he said it was warm, so I imagine it'd feel.
Oh, it was great. The pool was very warm compared to the air.
Oh, so it's
So-
like a heated pool. Oh,
Yeah.
that would
Oh
be
yeah, it was a
nice.
heated pool.
Okay, anyway, Alex, finish us out.
Okay. Obviously, I'm playing a lot of Spider-Man. I'm currently playing it now. I've played a bit of Super Mario Wonder with Cameron. I worked quite a bit. I had to drive again since my car crashed.
Dang.
Hell, I was on a
And
boat.
people are still jerks on the road.
True.
That's
Yeah, that's
real.
not gonna change.
Never.
I know.
It is insane.
Work gave me 5 days or 6 days this week, but I got rid of one, and then they gave me another 6 days next week, and I'm just upset.
They hate you.
Dang.
I just don't want to do that many days.
Too
At
bad.
least I'll have money, but
That's too
Hey.
damn bad.
It's worth
money
bag,
and
though.
a
It's worth the
headache.
bag.
Think about the bag.
Think about the bag.
Well, I sent you all of games that are gonna get me in trouble, so this might help.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, with
Okay,
your
but
list of desired games at launch, you better be working
you
6
gotta,
days a week.
you guys are. Well,
Yeah.
wait, no, he still has. He's got collectors. Well, two, but we're gonna cancel which probably GameStop. I don't know if I trust GameStop. He's got two.
I know, but that
He's got Persona 3's collector edition pre-ordered right now.
Yeah, I mean, out of the
Some
list that you
is-
sent of games, I was like, yeah, Mario RPG, yes. Apollo Justice Trilogy, yes.
Yeah, you
Princess
already have
Peach
both of those
Showtime is
pre-ordered.
not an at lunch for me. That is a we'll
Not
see.
unless it's got a. I mean, I will probably get it at launch, but like,
I might.
Like,
I'm not saying I definitely won't. I'm
It-
saying I need to wait until I see
as
something.
of right
Yeah, I need to see
now.
some reviews and stuff.
that's fair. I'm just expecting
more-
something to show up to be like, oh, I've got to get it.
I still don't have Advance Wars. There's a lot of games I haven't bought this year. Oh, I found the Castaway, or the silver lanyard thingy. It is indeed a lanyard.
I love that Disney crafted a structured society within a structured society. Like, you go on Disney cruise, and now you're in a deeper level of society based on your
Now you're in a
color.
club.
Yeah, whatever club you're in determines like your social
Your
hierarchy.
abilities.
It's literally social hierarchy.
Um,
Anything else, Alex?
Cameron and I went and played Toy Story Mania yesterday.
W.
Oh, dude, did Cameron get back and was like itching, just white in the eyes.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta get back. I need a sticker.
I bought a
haven't-
magic
haven't seen-
band.
oh, we did do Toy Story Mania. Yeah.
Oh, I
Alex.
thought.
I bought a cast member exclusive magic band.
Send a picture.
Pixar didn't happen.
Real.
Alex bought
And
a
it-
lot yesterday.
And if you send a picture, it's Photoshop. I don't make the rules.
I bought a
Alex
lot
is
of
just gonna
things
walk in
from-
here and show it.
Oh, that'd
that
be
would be
smart.
smart.
No.
What was I gonna say?
I wish I could answer
Dang.
that for you.
Yeah, for real. That's unfortunate. Dang.
I don't see it. I guess I will be walking in.
So you got the magic band and what else did you say? Because that's probably what it's.
A bunch of pins.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Hey, look, it's Alex.
Oh my goodness, Alex. Oh, that's cool. It's got Tinkerbell.
Oh, that is neat. I like that it says cast member on it.
Oh, it's got cast
Yeah,
member and it's got
big,
some.
bold lettering.
Keep it 100. I like it. 100.
I do like that. 100.
Hey, why is your thing not going off, Alex? It's
Huh?
got power.
Oh, that's sick.
I believe
Tinkerbell
it.
lights up.
There it is.
Nate.
I like that.
The-
yeah.
The lamest part about this is that it has it only has like 3 themes quote unquote exclusive to it, and none of them are actually exclusive to it. Because it's got the Disney 100 theme, the Disney World 50th theme, and like the celebration theme, none of which are exclusive to it. Some of mine.
I mean,
have
they
those
weren't
too.
gonna make a cast member
They
band have
could.
exclusive.
They could. But as we have determined, Disney's cheap.
Like,
Um.
Mhm.
Well, all right. With that, onto Faye Channel. I see there's a big nothing under there, so screw you, Faye.
Amazing.
We don't need you anyway.
Keeping in line with the
Hang
show.
on. Yeah, instead of Faye, I'm gonna send this, but I'm gonna delete it like right after. This is what one
This
of the
can't
things
be
I got
good.
for Haley. This is one of the things I got for Haley's birthday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then also one sec.
Wait, Haley is in this chat.
That's why he
Yeah,
said
I'm
he's
about
gonna
to
delete
delete
it.
it.
Oh.
We better hurry before
And
she opens her phone.
I know, and I also got her this
Nice.
little Badoo plush. Yeah, very cute.
All right, on to the tidbits. Pokemon Sleep users have logged over 100,000 years worth of sleep since it started.
it's a good thing I am not a part of that because I would have doubled that number on my own.
100,000 years to hours. That is 8.776 times 10 to the 8th hours.
Oh my gosh.
I obviously sleep that much.
Some ain't adding up.
Something ain't adding up.
Yeah.
300 or let's see. 36,525,000 days. 3.15576 times 10 to the 21st nanoseconds. I like this feature. Thanks, Google.
That is cool.
Anyway, so yeah, they're doing like a little celebratory thing. Special limited time Pokemon Sleep Halloween themed event. We'll take a. Or that's for Halloween, obviously. Oh, so no, they aren't celebrating that. That's just unrelated information. Thanks. Cool.
Cool.
Anyway.
Awesome.
According to Wall Street Journal, Netflix attempted to license the Grand Theft Auto franchise from Take-Two to develop a new entry in the series. Netflix was trying to get GTA 6, but not. I mean,
It's certainly a choice.
it's not a bad strategy if you're going to try to launch your gaming service to put a Grand Theft Auto game on there, but I don't know, man. Sony just dropped another batch of game soundtracks onto Spotify, including Shadow of the Colossus, Gravity Rush, and Wild Arms. Cool. I know some of those words. I'm joking. I know about Shadow of the Colossus. From Bloomberg, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth director started out as a fan. Between 80 and 90% of the development team from the last sequel stuck around for the new iteration. That's interesting.
So they're talking about the third one that's getting made now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is good. If Rebirth is good, then most of the team sticking around is a good thing.
Facts.
But I think like the vast majority stayed from remake anyway, so like it's a pretty consistent team then.
I'm not surprised. I mean, like, yeah, it's Final Fantasy, and I assume the development environment's pretty good because it's Final Fantasy. Speaking of, Final Fantasy's creator adores Final Fantasy 14, and that's why he, quote, absolutely does not want to work on the MMO.
That's fair, though.
He's like, it's perfect the way it is.
I don't want to mess with it.
That's not a bad argument, honestly. I've heard worse.
I mean, his argument is I don't want to be involved, which is fair.
Yeah. Um, Alan Wake 2. Oh yeah, so I saw some news about this. So there's a lot of controversy about the graphics cards coming out. Let's see, swipe precision that doesn't appear here. The 10 series Nvidia and 5000 series AMD cards don't appear because only cards with mesh shaders are supported. So that does that mean you can't run it with a 1080 at all?
I guess so.
I saw a post on Reddit earlier that was showing how many cards. There's only there's like at most 10 graphics cards right now that can run Alan Wake 2 at 1080 60.
Oop.
Not 1440 60, not 1080 120, not 4K 30, 1080 60, dude. And like my car, I have a 3080 Ti and my card was on like the low end of that list of compatible cards.
Ugh.
And like not that I care,
Yeah.
I'm not going to buy this game anyway, but still that is insane.
There's something to say about like how they design, like how do you design something that can't run on like current cards? Like, what are you using to develop and test this game? Or are you testing it at all?
7.15% of the GPUs that are in this list are able to run 1080p 60 FPS high settings, no ray tracing. That is the 4090, the 4080, the RX 7900, the 4070 Ti, 3090, 3080 Ti, the RX 6900 XT, the 4070, the RX 6800 XT, and the 3080. So the 3080 is the bare minimum to run this game at high settings 1080p 60. Low
Again,
like you could they say like your minimum chance for low medium settings 1080 60 like maybe is like a 2080 super. Not much hope. 2080, 2070 super, 2070, 2060 super. Cards that can do VR. And not just VR, but like good VR.
No.
Mm.
Like my buddy has a 2070 super and he has a Valve Index. And like, but it can't play Alan Wake 2. And then there's also just the 10 series cards just can't play it at all.
cool.
The average
That's
new
what I've always wanted.
The average new price of a card that can run this game at 1080 60 high settings is $900. This is where the PC gaming is best
That's-
argument falls apart because PC gaming costs like $2,000 if you want a really serious build. But I'm sure this game is going to
It's
do
outdated.
just fine on is it coming out on PS5?
Other systems.
It's coming out on PS5.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to
And then-
run
I was
just
gonna say-
fine in 4K on PS5.
And then,
Yeah,
and
but
then-
you only have to develop for one piece of hardware.
yeah.
But like,
yeah, this is
I don't know why you wouldn't target like one of the lower end cards as like a standard, and then
yeah, dude.
upgrade
The
from
average
there.
new price is almost of the card you need is almost double the price of the PS5, and that's to run 1080p. That's
That's
pathetic.
insane.
That's not a lack of. That's just a lack of programming. That's not like hardware differences.
No.
Because like if it was still like this, but the high end could do 4K 60 with ray tracing and stuff, then it'd be a
one thing.
different thing. Yeah.
No, but the fact that it's
Um,
like that's just poor testing at that point.
That's really
Or
yeah.
a lack of
Yeah.
care. Because they're like, oh, people will
'Cause-
just buy it.
Because the
But why
problem
will
is,
people buy it? But just say, go.
because the problem is like you got people like Todd Howard that just go, "Oh, you just don't have a good enough PC, haha."
You don't have a good enough PC. That's true. He did say that.
Yeah, why don't you just drop $900? Sucks.
No. $900 to play
Skill issue.
1080p.
And not $900, but $900 for one component of your computer. Hopefully you already have a computer that's up to snuff and can handle
Oh,
a card that is going to pull 600 watts.
No.
Yeah, so I'm not shocked. It's getting closer and closer to being like this all the time. Some physical copies of Spider-Man 2 are not installing due to a batch of European copies being sent stateside. Well, at least it's not like the discs
That's
were
from what I
bad or
saw was
whatever.
the
It's
problem.
just, yeah. Yeah,
So,
they get
like,
weird with that.
the article name I saw was that they weren't installing, and then the comments were talking about how it was a batch. The wrong place.
I really want to know how that happens, though.
That's a good question. Cause like, why would you? I don't
But
know.
they're like in the American boxes, but it's wrong disc apparently.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
something.
So
I
how?
don't know.
Yeah. How does that happen, though?
I mean, I assume they're all being printed at the same place, so it just as we put the discs like we someone took a stack of discs or the bot grabbed a stack of discs that was the European version, but messed up and put them in the American side, and just nobody noticed.
And how would you notice at that point?
Yeah. Um. So yeah, rip. Are they getting? Do we know if we're getting refunds or anything? I mean, I hope so.
I hope so.
I don't know.
I mean, at least a new copy, right? Like, of them would be the minimum is just refund or exchange.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know who you do the refund or exchange with,
Probably the
right?
store you
Like,
bought
You
it
go
from.
back to where you bought it.
Be like, hey, this shit doesn't work. Give me a new one. Here's my 100% off coupon. Far Cry's multiplayer game is an extraction-based shooter. What does that mean? So,
capture the flag.
extraction-based shooter. 7 best extraction shooters. Escape from Tarkov, Hunt Showdown, Deep Rock Galactic, Marauders, Dark and Darker, The Cycle Frontier, Zero Seaver. I've never.
I think I've heard of maybe 1 or 2 of those games. What does it mean, though?
Core aspects of the genre include looting mechanics, fast, high-stakes PvP, PvE, or PvPvE, and generally a mix of solo and grouped players all trying to escape with loot from the map they are fighting within. So I assume it's like you're
Diablo?
go in somewhere, get something, and leave without being killed by the environment or other people or both. Well, that'll be interesting.
That very much feels like it should encompass more games, or at least the minus the shooter part. Feels like it should encompass more games.
I mean, it does. This was not this was just like the 7 best, not or for as the gamers thinks anyway. But I'm sure there's a lot more. A Reddit post. Good. Maybe we can get some answers.
Amazing. Our quality source of info.
Drop in, shoot, loot, extract, repeat. So it's kind of battle royale-ish in that you are either solo or in a squad against a bunch of other players or squads, but instead of the objective being purely survival, it's more about scavenging the map and killing other squads to get the best gear you can and then escaping with it. So it's like battle royales with extra steps.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of why
Intriguing.
they've gotten more popular recently.
Because battle royales are getting sick.
Yeah. Shell is doing a thing like the oil company Shell is doing a thing with Fortnite right now. oil propaganda is in video games.
Jake from State Farm is in basketball.
W.
What are they doing?
I have no idea. I refuse to look any further into it.
Alex,
What?
do you have any idea what this is?
Shell in
No.
Fortnite. Fine, I'll Google it.
Now that's gonna be under Google.
Shell using Fortnite to promote gasoline to youths.
What?
That's such a funny headline.
To use for what?
Huffing.
Burning
That's what I went to. I was like, promote gasoline to youths. What do you mean promote gasoline? Everybody needs it.
I mean, everybody needs toilet paper, but they still do ads for it.
Let's see. Despite humanity facing a climate change driven calamity facilitated by the burning of fossil fuels, a reality that certainly hasn't flown over the heads of younger folks, Shell has doubled down on natural gas and oil production this year, which has already led to record profits from the company.
Record profits.
And this, so
Yeah, it's
apparently
not
they're
been
promoting
price
their
gouging
new and
us.
improved premium gasoline. So they're trying to market people to buy premium gas that don't need premium gas.
Children?
No, like most car, like when they say premium gas, like you know how they have like the 93 octane that Shell sells is the only one that's got the V power blah 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 blah. I'm not gonna say anymore. I know what it's fully called, but I'm not gonna say it unless you pay me. They like you don't. Your car doesn't need that. Like some car, like my car needs that. My car needs a higher octane gas than 87. So like I don't really have a choice, but you bet I'm not buying from Shell because that's just expensive at Shell. But like most cars just run on 87 gas. So, but people don't know that. So Shell can market their premium gas to have a bunch of extra stuff in it that's good for your car, so that you spend a bunch of money that you didn't need to on gasoline that does the same thing that the standard gas already does. It's all a conspiracy. Except it's
Everything's
real.
a conspiracy.
It's not a conspiracy. It's real. It's a conspiracy, but it's real. So Shell sponsored popular gamers on Fortnite to try out a new map. And no, we're not making this up. The new experience involves players filling up their tanks at virtual Shell gas stations before embarking on their hashtag Shell road trips. Stop the machine. Oh, the machine. The gears continue
On one
to
hand,
turn.
you gotta wonder how much they're getting sponsored, though. Like, that's a really stupid way to advertise shit.
I mean, it's just a part of their like they're already promoting. They also have promotions on Twitch, TikTok, Instagram. Like they're all over social media. And like people I've watched on car guys on YouTube that do car videos are sponsored by them. They'll be like, "Hey, buy Shell gas." Now onto the video. My favorite are I watched this engineering guy that does like actual science on stuff, and he's like he did a series of video on oil, like engine oil and viscosity and stuff they put in it and how it's designed and stuff. But it was all sponsored by Mobile One, so the whole video was really just an ad to buy Mobile One, and not a video about oil. Like it is a video about oil. Like he spends a lot of time talking about the science of it, but also it's like I tested this using Mobile One premium full synthetic registered trademark oil. Mentions it every chance
Specifically
he gets.
saying the word trademark.
Yeah.
Well, look, I mean, look, if you were getting paid, $500 or whatever for saying it every 10 seconds, wouldn't you say it every 10 seconds?
Why do you think I didn't say the full name of Shell's premium gasoline name? Because you're not paying me.
That reminds me of the tweet. Hang Hang on.
We are sellouts on this show. You've just got to
Please.
contact us.
Yeah.
Please contact me.
I don't think
It is
Shell's
on-
interested in the jokes about the 100% off coupon.
I don't think any of them are.
I think there's more than one reason why we aren't being contacted by.
Hey, look, eventually we will be sponsored. It just
That's
might
the
be.
dream.
By using the 100% off coupon, you will sponsor us.
It's like the meme I saw on Twitter. Normal person ordering fast food. I like a double cheeseburger and a Diet Coke. Nintendo employee ordering fast food. I like to purchase the double cheeseburger burger on the sandwich meal menu and the Diet Coke drink from the Coca-Cola family of products from the cup.
That's good. All right. Old but still interesting tidbit for the week. So this is because of Spider-Man releasing. In Spider-Man Reign, a what-if story set 30 years into the future, Spider-Man caused MJ to die from cancer because his cum was radioactive.
That is certainly a storyline.
Yeah, this is my favorite thing. That
It's
the
pretty
article
recent. It's 2007.
the article I read this about from this is the image they put with it, and it's so sad but so cursed. Who would have? Yeah, no one ever considered that, did they?
No.
Rain's actually getting a sequel next year.
Interesting. I guess I'm just
Why?
gonna have to look into this now. I gotta know this storyline for real.
More than radioactive spider cum.
Yes,
There's a sentence. I know
because
what
like,
that'd
you know, never discount the ability to say new things. We're I don't know. I'm gonna stop before I vomit out worse garbage out of my mouth. So yeah, that was the thing. One rumor for the week. We've got one. It looks like the PS5 Slim official release date is November 10th. I know we talked. They already said it was going to be in November, but it looks like we got a date of November 10th. So cool. Don't buy it if you already have a PS5, you idiots. Please don't.
we say having bought OLEDs. 3 of the 4 of
Yeah,
us
but that's
have
a but
Switch
there's
OLEDs.
upgrades. Like the PS5 doesn't do
That's
anything different. If the PS5 ran at 4K 120 with ray tracing or something, that's that I'm not going to tell you not to buy it, but it's the same console. Now, I did
The
also
digital
buy
is
the
more expensive.
Yeah. Just don't. If you're already like if it was a PS4 Pro but PS5, then whatever. But it's just PS4 or PS5 again. I love buying a PS5 a second time. That's the first thought I had when I bought my PS5 is that I want to do it again.
Same.
And okay, so on to Spider-Man and Mario. I know I'm cupcaking a little bit, but damn. Spider-Man is kind of fighting Tears of the Kingdom for Game of the Year based on my initial reactions I had with this game versus Tears of the Kingdom. I don't think that's going to hold
overall,
water
I'm
very
really
long,
happy
but yeah.
with Spider-Man 2. I've found a new favorite suit for Miles from one of the side quests. I just really like it, but there's some weird removals from the other 2 games in this series that should be in this one that aren't. Like, you can't go back and listen to JJ's podcast in this one for some reason. Which is really weird, because it was something in the first one. Like, that's the kind of thing you would expect not to be in the first one, but then added in sequels. But it was in the other 2, and it was removed in this one.
Right in the game.
Yeah, that is weird.
It's not like, it'd be different if it was completely removed or something, but like both of them had the ability to, go and re-listen to the podcast, right, Alex?
Well, especially when just walking along a random fight can cause you to
That's it.
get kicked out of the podcast.
And then you can't listen to it again.
Yeah, you can't listen to him again in this one, so I don't get it.
That really is weird.
And then there's a bunch of suits that I really miss from the other ones that are apparently not in this game.
Hmm.
But like the side quests are really fluid. A lot of one of the main quests definitely uses the same stuff that they used in Ratchet and Clank.
Interesting.
And just being able to like go anywhere on the city after you've flown there, because that's what's kind of boosted my game time. I spent several hours on the first stage just going around the city trying to have the whole map unlocked for when I unlocked fast travel.
Smart.
Plus, it's just fun to
Yeah.
move around in that game.
But you can fast travel anywhere once you have the map unlocked and fast travel unlocked.
Yeah.
Like you can hit triangle and anywhere on the map it will just take you straight there. And it's like really quick, which is a lot of fun.
Near
I really
instantaneous
enjoy
is
the
what I
flying
saw.
mechanic.
I also really enjoy the flying mechanic.
Yeah, that's been fun. So far I've only played, I don't know, I'm up to, I guess I can't even really talk about it. I don't know. I'm not super far into it obviously, but um everything feels just like more refined. Like kind of how it should be. Like, and it's almost feels like I don't really have anything to say that the reviews haven't already said.
Oh,
Um
yeah. I will
Well,
say, I obviously haven't played it, but the instant traveling, that's cool.
the technology of SSDs, dude, the NVMe standard
yeah.
is nuts.
Hmm.
Um
So I will say I did. What did I change? I changed a couple settings to make it like you can take away the game's control of your swinging, so you can go way faster if you keep turning that notch down. But you also have all that control instead of the help from the game.
yeah.
And then the new swinging thing where you create a circle of momentum, I really like.
I like that a lot too. Just being able to build up super fast speed. I like that the story feature where you get to switch between, like that both Spider-Man are available, like you switch between them in the same fight, and like you get the cool combos between the both of them, and the meme that they had the Spider-Man meme in it, like the pointing meme in it. Uh, Glad to see that there as always.
There's a
Um,
lot of things that remind me of Arkham City within the two playable characters.
yeah.
Because in Arkham City, you could play Bruce, you could play Batman and Catwoman.
Hmm.
But this is obviously a lot easier to switch between the two characters because you can always just pull it up on the phone. As where in that game, you had to go to specific points and to switch.
Yeah. Um, I cannot wait to get back to playing this literally right after the show. Haptics have felt great. I've really enjoyed that. Um, but they feel better than the first game. The triggers feel the same. I'm kind of glad they stayed the same, but the haptics feel the best they have felt.
Wait till you have to do some of the stuff that they use for the trigger, the weighted trigger part.
Oh
Oh, yeah, I
yeah.
saw you playing that.
Um, But yeah, I mean, it feels awesome. I don't think that my game of the year thing is gonna hold water as I go through this. Um, Partially because I gotta admit that I'm hella biased to Tears of the Kingdom, but it is incredible. Like I really enjoy that these games that have come out have been games that are for the games I've played for superhero games have been like the most immersive. Like I feel like I'm in the movie. They have the same kind of punchlines and jokes and setups and sequences as the movies do, and I feel like I'm actively in it. It's just awesome. I did. I actually have my PS5 right next to me because I wanted to test out the 120 hertz mode, and my only 120 hertz monitor or screen in the house is on my computer. So it's impressive that they're able to pull that off. Um, it looks so good, 120 hertz.
Ooh.
Now, as far as Mario Wonder is concerned, I'm so happy that there is a Mario game that feels hard and like there with secrets and
Dude,
stuff.
Star World, oof, or Special World, that was rough. Um,
Yeah.
I think right now my big complaint about Wonder is that the camera sucks for multiplayer,
Mm.
like legitimately.
Is it like
It
It's not like the new games where you were zoomed out really far.
No, it's kind of like the old Lego games
I was
where
about to say, is it like the old Lego games? Yeah.
it's like player, but even worse than that because at least it was just whoever was in front. No, it's whoever is whoever touched the flag last after player. So it's the player one initially, and then whoever touched the flag last, unless that person dies, and then it switches. But like,
Well, flag last, as in after you jump off the flag. Like whoever got the higher one.
yeah, so yeah, I don't know if it might be first, but I think it's whoever got the higher flag.
Interesting.
Um, but like it feels very poorly designed for multiplayer, which feels very wrong for Nintendo.
No, it
Just
feels fine for multiplayer, but like comparatively to the new game,
comparatively, it feels abysmal.
where those were very designed for multiplayer.
It almost feels like it was an afterthought, even though they have 12 playable characters.
Well, I mean, I 12 playable characters. 4 of them are the same character in a different color, and half of the
Then
list
one,
is
it's more like
baby mode.
Mm-hmm.
it's
True.
more like 3 playable characters. You've got
Well,
7 who are all the same.
hey, is it 7?
They all play the exact same. You've got the 4 Yoshis who are all as one. You've got
And
Nabbit who
then
plays
Nabbit
different. That's
and the
it.
Yoshis. It's
Yeah, I
still
mean it's
yeah,
it's
but
I don't
it's a
know.
technicality.
Yeah, it am I wrong to say that I'm kind of glad it's more single player focused like
No.
because like this is the first time in a while where I've been in a Mario game that was new and been sitting in a level and did something that like was a mistake, so I'm gonna have to play the level through again, or like just can't figure out the solution to something.
Dude,
Oh yeah.
I ran one of the levels like 4 times in a row because I could not figure out where they hid one of the purple coins.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm starting to understand why I've seen so many people correlate it to being the best in Super Mario World because when I think of a
It's
lot of
actually
hidden
difficult.
stuff like that, I think about Super Mario World stuff that's not just hidden, but like hidden,
Well, like they're
and the
one of
unlocks it
the
gives you is crazy.
I think it was one of the so there when you go, this is World One. I don't feel like it's too much of a spoiler. In World One, there is Alex. How many stars was that? 3 or 4 star level. If you go up,
Yeah.
yeah. So there's like a 3 or 4 star level, and if you beat that, you unlock a couple other levels. In one of those levels, um, we made it to the flag, right? But there was still like a coin missing. So we had to go into a secret area beyond, like not beyond the flag, but like beyond where we landed for the flag. Like we had to go back and keep going to get to it.
I
And I was like,
think
oh,
what I have liked best about it so far is that it feels like they took a couple pages out of Donkey Kong's book. They got rid of the time limit. They made things just a little more difficult to do. It's not like Donkey Kong difficulty, but it is a little above like what we're used to with the new games. And there's like secret things to like way more secret stuff. Um,
yeah.
so it's not Donkey Kong, and it shouldn't be. I'm glad it's not. But they took a couple of the
Yeah.
things that work really well there and made it Mario. So like it's a
Um,
little more difficult,
the
and you're not in a rush. Like the point is to explore. It's still 2D, but exploration doesn't get thrown in the trash.
True.
of Nintendo's 4 platformers, Mario's supposed to be like if you take it Kirby, Yoshi, Mario. I feel like that's the order of difficulty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like with how easy the new series was comparatively, I'm just glad that there's like a little more difficulty. At least to me,
That's
like
fair.
I'm not good at video games, so maybe it's just because I'm bad. But I mean, these feel a little harder
I miss
than the old ones.
the. I do miss the group ground pound from the new games.
Yeah. I feel like they specifically took that out for the enemy challenges though,
I also
because
find it
otherwise it would have completely negated them.
true. I also find it interesting that they have like a background and foreground mechanic that feels like it was originally thought of on the when from the 3DS. I really
Oh
enjoy the
wow.
background foreground mechanic, but like it feels weird. Also, another thing out of Donkey Kong's book, Tropical Freeze does that.
True. Yeah, I was gonna say Tropical Freeze does do that. Um, I I don't know how I feel about not being able to jump on another player's head, because I feel like, well, that wasn't, an intended uh attribute in, like, to obtain something in the new games. It was a very useful feature, and I kind of would like to turn that back on so that I can reach higher areas.
Um, it is interesting with the badge system that like you have a reason to run. You can run a level and then be like, oh, if I use that badge, I could get up there. I've
Yeah,
already had that moment a
uh,
couple times.
I did that in one of the water levels. I was like, oh, that's why they put that there. Cool.
I also find it interesting that there's like some blocks that are character specific, but it's not to hit them, it's to see them.
Yeah, I don't
I was trying to
I
figure that
don't
out at
know.
first, like until I ran into my first Luigi block. I was like, why are there character specific ones if I can still hit it? They're just hidden. And then the Luigi one was like, oh, I just see it now. Okay.
Yeah, because one of the tips was like toads can see certain blocks. I'm like, all the characters have certain blocks, though. Like this doesn't. Who does this help?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's. I'm quite enjoying it though.
It has been
It
very good.
it's one of those games where I'm like, I'm kind of, because it was the same idea with Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, right? But like I didn't record Tears of the Kingdom, and I was able to enjoy it, during the show, whenever. I can't do that with Mario because I'm recording it. So I'm like, uh,
Um, but yeah, it is a great time to be into video games.
Yeah, I will.
Game of the year is gonna have to be a harder vote once I get through these. I'm sure.
Yeah,
I will say,
mm,
like it does look really good, but I don't think it's I don't think it's got any I don't think it's got nothing on Balls 3D for the SNES.
There it is.
there it
Yeah,
is.
yeah, it's fine, but it's no balls.
No balls.
Balls.
Balls. Yeah, no, dude, I'm kind of, I'm just kind of annoyed that it had to release the same day that I got back from my cruise, because like I was like, oh, okay, well, it will be there by the time I get home. So
Mhm.
I didn't bother picking it up on the way home. It didn't arrive till like 7 p.m. Like as we were going to go get dinner on
That
Friday, and I was like,
checks out.
I'm like,
This is why I do pick up if I can, because I'm like I need it the first moment that I can get it.
That I
Mhm.
mean, that's why I went literally to Target at 8 a.m. and picked up my copy of Pikmin 4.
Yeah.
Because it's
Oh
like,
my lord.
I need this game. And I felt the same way about Wonder, but I was like, I will literally die if I go and pick up this game and then they deliver it. Like I did not want to have pre-ordered it and been like, okay, everything's gonna work out. It did not.
Hmm. Fair enough.
Mm.
Well, I guess with that, we're gonna call it here. Thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show. Please share us with a friend. We post every Wednesday, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube.com/StormwindGames. Anywhere that you get your podcast, you can find us. Add us on Twitter at @OnlineGamers with a K. What games are you playing? And why is it Spider-Man or Mario? Which one did you pick up? Did you pick up both? Do you like them? Do you hate them? Why would you hate them?
And if you
I
hate
don't know.
them, why?
Yeah, we'd like to hear that. And with that, we'll be back next week. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
I
Bye.
Bye.